You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing, O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle, so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street on you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you get in, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. and on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Fire! 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 Fire!
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, that's our mantra here at WZYE 95.9 FM in the village on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics. We originate, we don't imitate, we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our pledge to you, the people, that we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my pal, the young man, the one and only, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, how you going?
Good, thank you. And yourself, Wall Street?
Today's a splendiferous, trumandiferous, marvelicious, splentastic, splentacular, wonderfulicious, and fantabulous day.
That's fabulous. How many miles did you run today?
5. Just today was 5. Just 5 today.
Well, it's getting closer to November, so
Yeah, correct is right.
time of reckoning is drawing nigh.
Yeah. It's getting closer and closer, man. The entries are close to the meet, so I could go and see all my competitors who are actually in the meet. Yeah.
Do you do a profile on your competitors to find out how they operate?
I could tell by the time they put on. Based on the time they put on, you have an idea of who will be your main competitor. So I already know who my main competitor will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you rate yourself compared to them?
What you say, Tommy?
How do you line up yourself along with them?
I hear you.
I hear you.
Me, I don't compare myself to them, man. And this is the thing, Tommy. My thing is this, right? I am going to win 3 gold medals. Regardless of who is there, who isn't there, that is the goal.
That's your mission.
And as I say, I read the book The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David Schwartz. And maybe that's part of just part of me being me. I and the 400 will be challenging because I'm not a 400-meter runner, but say what? I like challenges. So it's a challenge and that's what it's about. Yes, it's a challenge. And well, my first race, and Mexico City is high altitude, right?
Yep.
Right. So I had to go there from the moment.
Oxygen deficient.
Eh?
I said high altitudes are low on oxygen.
Yeah. So I go in there from the Sunday. The first race is on Thursday. Yeah, so I want to get my body acclimatized now. Because that's the first time I'm going up to altitude. So I go take some pictures in the uniform with my Trinidad uniform for the first time in a long time. And
Did you get your uniform already?
No, I ain't get it yet. I'm trying to actually get it from Trinidad. If anybody coming from Trinidad, let me know.
Actually, my brother Willie came today.
Oh, I didn't ask you, man.
Yeah, well, I know you asked about it. Yeah, so I'll help you make some arrangements.
Yeah. Because I already put things in place. Anyway, who was in first today, Tommy? Dane Khan? Tommy, we have plenty one and done these days,
Oh yeah.
You know that? Yeah, plenty one and done. Dane Khan? Dane says hi. Good afternoon, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy and all the villagers. Dane Khan, where you type the metal, yellow, first, red? I know is that not Dane? Monica Ramkissoon was next. Monica said Uncle Tommy and Wall Street blessed day. Good afternoon, all on the live. Tommy, you know it's interesting, Tommy, boy.
What is?
Tommy, it's like every single day there is something positive coming out from the new government. Or every week.
Every week.
The OFAC license.
The OPAC license was presented today.
And in the space of 6 months, led by the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bissessa, we got a license signed, Tommy. But you see, the PNM want to make it about David Lee. The PNM want to make it about Levy, but the Prime Minister don't take a stand, you know. She told them, you understand? And it's up to her. People can say what they want. You understand? Marvelous Marva calling for him to resign. But all the PNM and them.
Yeah, distractions.
Yeah. All of them. Every single one of them. You understand? But, boy, you see, Tommy, the last time it happened, they dropped the case or they dismissed the case. No, and nothing was done to him. Why should she do anything different, Tommy, than she did when they were in opposition? Why? Because they're in government now? Look, let it thing takes its course, you know, and whenever it end, action will be taken. Mr. Intellectual said, blessed afternoon, pro Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all are having a tremendously blessed and productive day filled with all of God's choices blessings. Thank you, Mr. Volsang was next, of course, bringing up the rear again. Good evening to Walls and Uncle Tommy. Come with it. Yeah, Volsang, we want to see you get a little first sometime, you know. A little first again, you know. There's been months now, boy. Maybe going into years. Caribbean so welcome. Bull, you best just stop trying. You're failing me very bad as a son. Boy, you feeling? Man feeling miserably, boy. Yeah? Miss Santa Cruz, good night, Walsh and Uncle Tommy. Good night to you.
No, Miss Santa Cruz.
Good night to my friends in the village. Clinton Williams, welcome. Professor Washington and Uncle Tommy, good night. Both and the entire village. Blessings to you, man. Anthony Ford, boy. Good night, Walsh and Uncle Tommy and all in the village. Tommy, where Anthony Ford where from? I wonder if related to our next Ford, boy. You know it's our Ford F-O-R-D and F-O-R-D-E, right?
I know it's F-O-R-D-E, that other one spelled too, no?
Eh?
How's the other one spelled? F-O-R-D-E, no?
Yeah, F-O-R-D-E. You know, Tommy, I failed to mention this, one of my favorite cricketers passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bernard Julian. God rest his soul.
Yep.
That was a cricketer.
He was a legend.
Go ahead.
I said he was a legend in time.
Yeah, man. I used to go in the over when I see Trinidad play. You know, he was considered to be, after Gary Sobers, the second best all-rounder in cricket, you know.
Yep.
It had a fellow named Keith Boyce, but I don't think Boyce was as good as him. You know, but he was considered to be one of the second best all-rounder. But his career was curtailed when he went to South Africa with Kerry Packer. Remember that?
Yep, Kerry Packer.
Yeah, he went with Kerry Packer, and that was it for him, boy. His career was done. You know, it was over. Susan Lalchan, good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Also, all the beautiful people on the chat here to a great night. Yeah, it's a great night. OFAC licensing run in OFAC licensing play. Cool runner. Good night, Wall Street, Tommy, and everyone. So, Tommy, I got the new phone, eh?
You get it set up?
I get it set up, so I hope it works tonight, eh? Everything's supposed to set up now, eh? So I was to get a new connection for it because you know it's a C as opposed to a A. Right?
Okay.
So we'll see when the calls of them start coming.
So you're gonna test it, and once it's okay, you make sure you get one for the for your co-host too, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Correct is right. Cool Runner says good night, Wall Street, Tommy, and everyone. Azina Smith, welcome. Blessed evening, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and everyone locked on. Ramdeo Baiju. Pleasant good night to Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and the village. Pleasant good night to you, boy.
Same to
As
you,
well.
my friend.
Daryl Ali. Pleasant good night, everyone. Professor, Uncle, Tommy, Anna, Hanif, Clinton, Monica, Batman, Caribbean, Susan, COP, cool. Yeah. But Batman and Tommy, Batman ain't getting nothing these days, boy. One them. He gave wings clipper.
Yeah, he too close to Robin.
Oh God. Bennett Thomas says good evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, and all on the chat. Just join. Welcome to you, Bennett. Hey, Tommy, look your partner. You see on the screen?
What?
Your,
Where
your
you
partner.
been? Where you been, sir?
I don't know, but like he get like they take away phone from him. I feel so no. You remember we used to have our next fella here where his wife used to take away your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but I don't think they take away your phone because people say they spy him other places. Anthony Ford, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, good night. Anyway, your partner say good evening to this village. Yeah, boy. Good evening to this village. I mean, him say good evening, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Yeah, what he say?
Look here, another village that's being too.
Yeah, yeah, maybe it's the wrong. Maybe, yeah, it's true, you know. Maybe it's another village he just be in. Yeah. Daryl Ali, welcome. Yeah. Suzanne says, Professor Wall Street, you're looking very sharp tonight. Bring the fire. Yeah, we're bringing the fire. We're bringing the fire. Uranus McFarlane, welcome. Small pen and them were hiding information from the people. Now they're calling for the government to supply information to the public on the OFAC license. Hypocrisy of the... Tommy, you know the government spent millions of dollars on that OFAC license?
The PNM did.
Yes, this current government have spent under $500,000. I don't understand that. How is that different, Tommy? Why? I think it's easy.
Everything with the other set with that with the Red Crew is double the price.
Double the price. I am just wondering, Tommy, where some of that money going, you know? I wonder, you know. Just ask, inquiring minds want to know, you know.
Yeah, well, it's suspicious.
And it's very suspicious. Yeah? Batman calling out Soul Boy. Batman say good evening to everyone on the chat. Good evening to you, Batman.
Okay, Batos.
Yeah, Batos boy. Tommy Mohammed, good night, Professor Washington and Uncle Tom and all listeners. Good night to you, Tommy.
Okay,
Ken John said WZYE now new edition. New edition, all right. Caribbean so say Batman, I was just walking back here, killing some time for Wall Street to start. Laughed out loud. Batman say I give them some pressure before I leave. What pressure? You ain't give nobody no pressure.
Only Robin giving he pressure.
Yeah, Robin gave you one set of pressure. Yeah, Batman, yeah, laugh out loud. It'll be funny too sometimes. And he don't block. So that's why I just lie. Tommy Mohammed say you're gonna eat something and drink some black coffee. Black coffee, right? No, you just drink coffee?
I tried it for a while, but I actually cut back on that stuff and stop.
I just drink decaf. It make no sense drinking coffee, right? Vishnu Pandit says, good night, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and all in the chat. Locked on as always on my number one. Blessings to all the good people in TNT. Blessings to you too as well.
Same to you, my friend.
Daisy, Basdale, boy. Daisy, how are you going? Good afternoon, Warshik and Uncle Tommy. All right, like Caribbean soul say, Kenjan, I'm not too sure about your whole lizard for now. I know what I was about, nah? I know what I was about. Yeah. Uranus says, good night to all on the chat. Blessed night also to Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Volsang say, when I come first, all it does reset the chat. I give up on all you. Tommy, and we just reset any chat in here?
We don't do nothing.
We don't do nothing. You see, making excuses.
Sometimes people complain and, like, for example, Hanep say he wasn't first when he showed up first. I don't know who does what.
No, I don't touch nothing.
Neither do I.
But Tommy, you see what? When you just get licks, you always make excuses for getting licks. So you just making excuses. Man, take your participation medal and be happy now. Take your participation medal and cool it.
And cool it.
Yeah, take it and cool it. Take that and cool it. Anthony Ford say from Shogunas. Rajendra, welcome. And Wendell Seals, welcome. Anthony Ford. Wait now, it's two Anthony Ford, you know. It's Anthony Ford without a E. He from Shogunas. And Anthony Ford with a E. He from Sawa.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, all the Shaolin related, man. You know. Azina Smith says so much corruption took place under the PNM. Rowley did nothing. So why MP David Lee must resign? Yeah. So folks, people can say what they want, and they're always asking questions about what the prime minister doing, Tommy. You know, if the prime minister working, right? Watch this. You all see that? Look at that. Right? OFAC license granted less than 6 months under Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bisasa. Tommy, and you want to question the Prime Minister work ethic? You want to question that? You could question all you want. Things are getting done.
I could tell you one thing. She is a better worker than the one we had there for the last 9 years.
Oh yeah. They say you was. Listen. They say he was very lazy. That's what
a little bird told me.
That's what I what?
A little bird told me he was very lazy.
Yeah. What kind of information PNM Red Fox coming to talk here. Good night to all on the chat. Blessed night also to Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Folks, if you're reading the chat, or you see PNM Fox pop up something, is that fact or is that fiction? When I come first, all it does reset the chat. I give up on all you. No, we don't reset no chat. We don't reset no chat. Monica said, Volsang, you tell me to stay quiet. Judy Ali, good night to you. Night Warshik and Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Here, we have a next one, boy. A former PNM stalwart jump out, boy, against the political leader. But we go get to that. He jump out, boy, and he did an opinion And you got to read between the lies and the opinion, eh? But we go get it. We go get it. Patricia Hutchinson said, "Blessed evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tom and all villagers in the village. Blessings to everyone. Blessings to you as well, Patricia." Yeah, cool runner. Bonadjuna was also a very good footballer, known for scoring goals from corners. Yeah, Bonadjuna was a very good all-rounder.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was real good, man. I remember when I used to go in the Oval. Ishwa Singh, blessings to you, very learn duo and all others. Let's discuss issues. Much regards. Yeah, we discussing issues. Just Georgia, welcome. Good night, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Good night to you. Farmer Kane, come back, boy. Good night, everyone. Good night to you, Farmer Kane. Come back. Welcome back.
Well, on the 15th, just
Eh?
on the 15th, we have an event coming up.
The 15th of October
Yeah.
with your partner?
Your partner.
My partner? Something
It was supposed to happen on the 25th of September. It didn't happen.
Yeah, so he revised the date. You notice he gone dormant, Tommy. He very dormant these days, you know. Because like nothing go happen again, boy. He go come with an next excuse. Virginia said, "Pleasant good night, Professor Walshik and Uncle Tommy." Kevin George, good night to all. Good night to you, Kevin George. S. Smooth says the OFAC license before was for the whole project. If they're doing it in phases stage, now it's costing less to post base.
We have a call.
Yeah, take it.
Wall Street, we have a call.
Yeah, go ahead, take it. Take
Let
the
me
call. Take the call.
Caller, you live.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Uncle Tom, Professor Wall.
Good night.
Good night.
You know, if you check something, fellas, all of a sudden, you know, we make Kamala a great prime minister. All the energy and all the attention from all the old PNMIs and things. And they want to put all the blame in the little 4 or 5 months for Kamala. And they want this woman to do everything right and correct in that little short space of time. And Rowley and Stuart Young and all of them didn't care nothing about no country. And the people, more the PNMites and them of the country, had no problem with that. And Kamala, so better than them. She's so better than them that in this little space of time, look how much thing this woman doing and dealing with it. And we know it ain't perfect, but you could see when she's striving for betterment of the country. And you know this PNMI people like Rowley and Rick Beckles and them, you know, like they want this country to go down. Because within all the time, we're bothering me about Wall and Professor Tom. All these people didn't have no mouth and had no say for the country. And they just weak and dutish and subdue that stupid spell with a Keith Rowley boy. And look what this woman trying she best to loosen this demon. You know, for some people, like they really did, like the parents, them really deserve Keith Rowley, you know, boy. But I feel Keith Rowley go end up trying to make her come back, you know. Because that evil man like that, them I feeling like he did do something so good and trying to make Kamala look so bad and look at this little space of time. Watch yourself, you see that weak Beckles, Rowley will try to come back to our Prime Minister, would you know? Have a good night, fellas.
Thank you for the call.
Thank you. Thank you for the call. Just Georgia, welcome. Joshua just says good night, Anthony, and all on the chat. Anthony Fort Shirley. Oh, is he Fort from Barbados? Yeah, I know some Fort from Barbados, you know. George Ramdeen, welcome. Good night to you, Azina Smith. Blessing, Sister David Lee ain't going nowhere. He will win that case.
Yeah, just a little distraction.
Yeah. Gen Z Paul, welcome. So let's listen to the Attorney General talking about the case today. That good night to all on the live chat. Blessings, inclusive of the host, Professor and Uncle Tommy, talking about the OFAC license. Rajan Rampasad. Good night, Professor Walsh. Congratulations to PM for obtaining the license. Rajan, where you joining us from? Rajan look like that look like a new name, boy. Gen Z Paul, welcome. Yeah. Volsang says so. Greg ship came for him on Tuesday. They take off with a little rough, mash up some rough small thing. So take a listen to this, folks. Take a listen to this. I want all the PNM people to listen to this.
On behalf of the Honorable Prime Minister and the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, I am pleased to announce that the Department of the Treasury of the United States has granted the OFAC license that was applied for by this government and the National Gas Company to pursue the exploration of the Dragon gas field. The grant of this license represents the result of the diligent and dedicated diplomacy of the Prime Minister and her government.
You hear that, Tommy?
Yep.
Tommy, you know, plain talk. People, people can say what they want to know. They can talk. They could. Who's this thing at Tree Canal? Talk.
Talk your talk.
It's only talk. Right? And here we have a prime minister that's delivering in short space of time. Tommy, artificial limbs, Tommy?
Yep.
Artificial limbs, Tommy?
Yep.
Yeah, them could say what they want. They could talk. Going to Washington. Yeah? Oh my God. Let me continue to listen.
The license, which was granted yesterday, was granted pursuant to powers conferred by U.S. law in the Venezuela sanctions regulations. It was issued under certain executive orders, and it authorizes U.S. persons, including employees, affiliates, contractors, and service providers employed by or acting on behalf of or for the direct or indirect benefit of the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago Limited, Shell PLC, Futura Clara Limited, and their subsidiaries and their affiliates and contractors to engage in transactions ordinarily incident and necessary to negotiations with the government of Venezuela and Petróleos de Venezuela executives in connection with the Dragon Gas project. Paragraph 1 of the license states inter alia that it is based, and I quote, upon the request dated May 19th, 2025, and supplemental information provided on diverse dates in June and July of 2025. The effect of the grant of this license is to permit the government and the NGC to engage in negotiations with the government of Venezuela and other stakeholders to advance the Dragon Gas project without breaching sanctions imposed by the United States government and US law. It bears noting that the last administration spent in excess of $120 million pursuing this project, with nothing to show for it after 2 years. This administration has spent less than $500,000 in securing this license.
Tommy, you hear that? Let me repeat.
Yep.
Let me repeat that for you, all. Because some of them PNM people doesn't listen, you know. They just have them red earplugs and they don't hear clearly. Listen to this.
Without breaching sanctions imposed by the United States government and US law. It bears noting that the last administration spent in excess of $120 million.
Tommy?
$120 million.
$120 million. And what did we get for that? What was our ROI, return on investment, Tommy? What was the return on investment?
It's
120 million, boy. 100. Tommy, boy.
Anyhow, you add it up, it's way too much and very suspicious.
I'm telling you, very suspicious. I think a lot of people have their hand in the cookie jar. Yeah. A lot of people have their hand in the cookie jar. But let's continue to listen. Folks, 120 million. Here's the question. The question is, what did the country get for $120 million? What did they get? All right?
Pursuing this project with nothing to show for it after 2 years.
2 years. 120 million. 2 years, Tommy. 2
You
years.
know, do you think the fourth estate is going to highlight that?
Highlight what? No, them are no interest in that. Right? Them are no interest in that. Let me continue.
This administration has spent less than $500,000 in securing this license.
Less than $500,000 in securing the license. Tommy, I'm speculating here. I want to believe there were certain lobbyists who may be part of this. I don't know evidence. I'm speculating here, folks. For 120 million, some lobbyists had to be paid, and they were paid handsomely with respect to that previous license.
And
this fact alone.
Go ahead.
And I believe that their kickbacks would have been part of.
Tommy, that's why I still lobbyists, Tommy. That's an easy way to spend money, Tommy. And you could fix up whatever you have to fix up. Easy way. Easy. Let's continue to listen.
Speaks volumes with respect to the manner in which the government and the Prime Minister has undertaken the business of the people of this country. The Ministry of the Attorney General, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Ministry of Energy, together with the National Gas Company, are now tasked with the responsibility to take the necessary steps to advance this project, which is important to the future development of our energy sector.
Tommy, you know what? You know what the PNM will come out with now? How come the Prime Minister didn't come out and make the announcement? How come the Prime Minister didn't call a press conference to make the announcement? Right? How come? Big news. It doesn't matter who released that news. Doesn't matter who released that news. Well,
but the right man talking. He's the Attorney General.
yeah, he's the Attorney General. Let the man talk. You understand? So here we go, Tommy. Here we go. Jairaj Singh says they didn't bring back a carried kingfish from the breakfast shed, sir. Look, listen to this one, Tommy. Listen to your partner. Your partner, PNM Red Fox. We got a 30-year license from Venezuela. What we get from Kamala, a possible war. A possible war, Tommy. Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? You haven't gotten one of these yet. PNM Fox. We'll make it our first time. PNM Red Fox statement on the screen. I read it for you.
Give him another boo.
Yeah. Give him my next one, Tommy. One in good. The game a hat trick. Make it a hat trick. Yeah. This comment. We got a 30-year license. Tommy, all right, Tommy. All you get a 30-year license. What all you get for the license? They pay 120 million, Tommy. What they get for it? What? Tell me PNM Red Fox. What they get for it? Look, partner, I'm sorry for you, You trying to defend anything necessary. Yeah, Kilroy, 120 million. 119 million was stolen.
In the village. Yes, sir.
You have a call?
No.
Oh. Just shorter says Professor Wall Street. Some of these PNM people feel if the PNM get gas from Venezuela, the UNC is the only one will benefit. Correct is right. 100%. Yeah. Kilroy said the AG was the right man to reveal it as it come from the U.S. Treasury Department. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. You get a 30-year license. Okay. Ken John said, I don't agree with lending countries of the world. They need to come up to standard first and show how they can make money first without the USA help. I don't understand that. Jairaj Singh says short young Rowley spent $120 million and have nothing to show for it. Correct. Let me ask PNM Red Fox. Show we something at PNM Red Fox. Show we what they received for it. Show we. I want you all to listen to this. Because we have a situation here. It look like the media, the fourth estate, Tommy. You know, how the PNM gets so much coverage, Tommy, why?
I seriously wonder how much they paid for that unwavering loyalty that they get from the Port Estate.
Yeah, Tommy, it's a sort of loyalty that unbelievable, you know, boy. We haven't seen that, you know, Tommy.
Yep, because
I want you to listen to this and watch this. Listen to this.
Doubles and coffee. Watch this picture good. Watch it good. About 11 media.
Watch it. Watch that picture. 3 big cameras, you know, Tommy?
Yep.
Real cameras, media. When the UNC was in opposition, I have never seen something like this, Tommy. Never. Never. Wow, boy. The Fourth Estate, boy, they're showing themselves. You know?
But we're gonna go
ahead.
We'll take care of the Fourth Estate because
Yeah,
it's a new day. It's a new day.
Yeah, it's a new day, man. It's the dawning of a new day. Yeah.
Social media is gonna take over in full.
Full 100.
2 cameras, recorders for PNM opposition.
Yeah. Please note, our internal feeders going down suddenly. This press conference is being recorded and will be uploaded as soon as possible, following the completion of the media conference. In the meanwhile, we are still investigating the issue to determine the source.
Press conference. No leader of the opposition. Some clung the worst minute.
You see? Yeah.
Minister of Public Utilities ever, Marvelous Marva. And next one, the Attorney General, who under more investigation than he could have conducted investigation. And Dan Paul, a PS who bust the economy with Coleman Butt. But look at media. For years, UNC calling media to press conference every Sunday, Thursday, Wednesday. You can't get none. I hope all you realize what is really going on in Trinidad and Tobago. What the PNM have that they're so interested in. Even when Kamala Prasad, the honorable leader of the opposition, would call a press conference, you might get 3 reporters with 1 recorder and a phone as a camera. All of a sudden, PNM in opposition. And the opposition press conference with a bunch of dunces get so popular. PNM fake news media will not control our democracy anymore. That's why social media is powerful.
You hear that? You hear that, Tommy?
That's right. I just said that social media is going to take over.
Yeah, they can do what they want. They could jump high. They can jump low. They can move left. They can go right. They can go backwards. The times have changed significantly.
Changes are inevitable.
Yeah. What's that quote again? You don't think that's constant is change?
Yep. The only constant in life is change.
I'm gonna take this call. COP, welcome.
Professor Wall Street, good night to you.
Good night.
Anna Robert, and Uncle Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Tommy, and to all the listeners of us. Anna Robert was going good. Yeah. You see when he say the Fourth Estate not there is social media, what he's supposed to say is was 95.9 powerful. That is what he's supposed to say. That is the social media that is powerful.
Correct is right.
That is what he's supposed to say. In 3 days' time, they get out of OFAC license. The PNM spent 120 million to get a license, and it cost this government
less than $500 million.
Yeah. Correct.
Not even half.
Not even half. Imagine, right?
You could we should ask ourselves, what do they do with my money? What do they do with my money? And then they still take back the license from them.
Correct.
It didn't expire, you know.
Yeah.
They take it back from them. All they ask for a refund, Stuart Young. All they ask back for taxpayers' money. With this OFAC license, what this administration get, Professor Wall Street, and listeners, they can start negotiation one time.
Correct.
And I want all to stop saying about America and Venezuela, and America want to damage Maduro. And you can see this OFAC license is for everybody to benefit. Why Trump will want to destroy Venezuela, and he asks, well, let us do business. Let Venezuela benefit, let Trinidad benefit, and let American businessmen benefit. It show me that the Americans just want to get rid of the drug traffickers and them.
Correct.
That bringing in the drugs. That's what I say. Could somebody tell Marvelous Marva to just hush him out? Just hush him out. He said the government moving.
We gotta go for the break.
We
gotta go for the break.
Oh yeah.
All
Next,
right.
I will bring that.
Yeah, man. Folks, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you get in, do your WZYE Civic Duty, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And as the professor asked, please do your civic duty and share the live as soon as you get it.
Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Fire! 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 No more red. No more red. No more red. No more red. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see us win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye-bye, penny, bye-bye. Bye-bye, penny, bye-bye. We don't vouch for you. And we are tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye-bye, me bye-bye. Bye-bye, bring bye-bye. Tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, of the proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye-bye, penny, bye-bye. Bye-bye, penny, bye-bye. We don't vouch it for you. No more red. again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see the win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you.
Laid to rest, laid to rest. Laid to rest, laid to rest. It's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge. Hey! Tell them Kamala say, he and them dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubble billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is security. He and them dead. Hey, tell them Mooney Lal say, he and them dead. Even the 1%ers say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. He and them dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, two, health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Four, every pipe must have water. Five, roads smooth as six, provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, he and them dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, he and them dead. Tell them Arnold say, he and them dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. He and them dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, he and them dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the carrot come leaders hear what's up. Seems like not one of them was in shock. Put them in one big box. B and them dead. Tell them Mooney Lal say, B and them dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make. Investors not coming for the wake. No more ice cream and cake. B and them dead, dead, dead. The red party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still all this. One, UNC on a mission. Two, to correct the school system. Three, end poverty and clean up TNT. Four, speed up the housing process. Five, lower taxes. Six, revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, P and M dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubble billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is security. B and M dead. Hey, tell them Mooney Lal say, B and M dead. Even the 1%ers say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. B and M dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, B and M dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, B&M dead. Tell them Arnold say, B&M dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket goes on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. B&M dead, dead, dead.
Fire! 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 Fire!
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you get in, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you could reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And don't forget to share the live. Please share the live. I have two voices.
So welcome to Jason Mitchell. Jason, where you joining us from? Jason new, you know. Jason not to be new. Kilroy, where you joining us from? I think Kilroy was here. But I think Jason is new. Jason, where you joining us from? I'm never like Jason from Trin Jersey. Well, nah, I know he.
What's his last name?
Hold on. George Ramdeen, good night to you. Tommy, Mohammed Blessings, brother. Hold on, I will tell you. Virginia says it tells you that the evil PNM make the news and report the news. Advertise things to make your mind believe that it's happening all over the world. This is how evil the PNM matrix media and advertising is. Going full length to manipulate the people's mind. A weak PNM education for the PNM Brotherhood to control its slavery. Volsang said it's very difficult for me to listen to PNM propaganda. Barely past a minute, I switch. Yeah, it's hard to listen to them. Let me see if I get that one. Kilroy says, right now the U.S. buy oil from Venezuela and Iran, and they are enemies. Business come before always. Correct is right, Kilroy. People just get things twisted, you know. It's business, you know. Jason Mitchell. It's Jason Mitchell. Last name is Mitchell.
From Trin Jersey.
Are from Trin Jersey?
Isn't he from Trin Jersey?
No, I asking you. I don't know.
I'm thinking that.
Jason, where you from? Tommy Mohammed says George Ramley. The thing is, Mr. Rowley drink alcohol as well and get drunk, but calling other people drunk. Tommy, look your next partner, boy.
Anderson? Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, Anderson Wilson, that's your partner. Anderson is not your partner?
Of course. I have all the partners in the world.
Jason said blessings, Tommy.
What's up, Jay?
You think that is him?
Yep.
Yeah, Jason had a Jason had a little discussion there on if that is the one in Jersey. Yeah. Ken Johnson are afraid for war because Trinidad don't have nothing yet to fight with. Ken, Tony, can you help people with this war thing?
Distractions.
I don't know why people think, and I'm gonna put up a video here. George Ramdeen said Rowley's problem is that he blamed others for his fault. That is the result of a bad upbringing. Remember what he's accused of doing in Tobago is only a sick man that contemplates so great atrocities against a minor. Ken Johnson, Maduro treats his people badly. I don't agree with him. Anna, good night again to you. Miss Santa Cruz. Hey, Miss Santa Cruz, why you even getting that fella some oxygen? You no longer putting that up there? You call him, don't give him no oxygen. But folks, when people see this Tommy, it's all kind of thing now, right? You see that, right? To see how this no, not that one there. I'm gonna get it for you just a minute. Okay. USAF C-17 into Port of Spain to collect the body of naval officer who died in Trinidad. Right? So with this, Tommy, people go read all kind of things into it. Correct is right, Monica. Right now we have planes flying low at night, and I'm feeling quite safe in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Yeah. Kilroy said, tell John to get out the cutlass to go fight. Nobody not attacking TNT. Yeah, I don't know why. Why? But folks, you see, they don't want us to think about things like this, you know. Right, Tommy? They don't want us to think about that. Right?
So what they do, they shift the focus.
They shift the focus. Correct is right. Right? They don't want us to focus on stuff like this. You understand? But those are the things that we have to focus on. Yes, we can focus on those other things, but these things are very important. Very, very important.
Our quality of life is paramount.
It is paramount. Yes? Right? 42% drop in murders compared to last year.
Quality of life improvement.
42% drop. Just imagine that. 42% drop, you know. Alistair, welcome.
Professor Wall Street, good night to you, sir, and Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
Same to you, my friend.
Now, yeah. No, I was watching the TV6 news because I don't watch. I stopped watching Guardian Media
CNC3
because they show in their hand that they are PNM station, right? But Penny was asking some question. She wants the Prime Minister to come clean with the OFAC license.
Yeah.
You hear what I say, right?
Yeah, the OFAC license.
She wants the Prime Minister to come clean when it concerns the OFAC license. Yeah. And Stuart Young, likewise, saying the same thing. But tell me something. Now, they negotiated and get this OFAC deal in quick time. That's the government.
Correct.
Rowley, the PNM, Stuart Young. They had this they had these negotiations with Venezuela and couldn't get something off the ground, concrete off the ground. Right? Paid, well, according to the Attorney General, $120 million. Yeah. Compared to $500,000.
Correct.
I believe that Penny and Stuart Young should hush them out. Right? I believe that. They should hush them out. Because they make no sense at all to the public. You understand?
Yeah.
You can't be demanding somebody to come clean, but the PNA was never clean because we knew nothing. We knew nothing of any deals. Right?
Alistair.
Everything was
Alistair.
Yes, sir.
Stuart Young was the NDA Minister of Energy. Everything is an NDA. NDA. This government is transparent and accountable. And they're telling the people.
But you know, some of these, what you call it, these sycophants, like they're not satisfied with this, you know. I think this has to do with lack of knowledge, right? Lack of knowledge. You see that man that you give a Buddha? He's one of those. Yeah, he got an encore boost.
Yeah, 3. He got
nice. Yeah, well, it have a lot of them on the chat like that. Right? They are suckers. You know, we have a word, they're suckers for punishment.
Yeah. Right?
They don't want to see progress for the citizens of the country.
No, they want to see progress.
Right? No. So good night to you again, and thank you for having me.
Thank you. So, yeah, CJ, welcome. Good evening to you. And Gen Z Paul, you are absolutely correct. I don't understand why people thinking that Venezuela wants to get into a war with Trinidad and Tobago. I don't understand that. We understand we don't have the military capability that Venezuela has. And just imagine Just imagine if we didn't have the USA in our corner, what would have happened? Yes, COP, welcome.
Professor Wall Street.
Yeah.
That is what the agenda that the PNM and the media pushing in Trinidad and Tobago.
War.
Venezuela don't want a war with Trinidad. Trinidad don't want a war with Venezuela.
No.
That is the sarcastic news and the controversial news that the media in Trinidad and Tobago here pushing and sending, making headline and sending for Venezuela headline and clashing them two of them together and having a tug and war, fighting amongst the two of us over here. That is what's happening over there. But social media is not the fourth estate, and social media.
Yep. Correct.
In fact, will expose them.
Yep.
Tanti Kamala, WZYE will expose them, and the ground report will expose them.
Yep.
And Felix will expose them.
Correct is right.
And the Observer will expose them. Yeah, and that moderate that you're showing over there from the 28th of April. So May to now, that is about 6 months. Go and look at the statistic from May to October here, and you will see 45 murders it had in that 6 months. So that 240, that is on the PNM side. From January to April, that is on the PNM side. And when them lose office from the 28th of April to now, it had 45 murders. That is a plus. That is a plus. That is when government change, national security and the police will start to do the job.
Yep.
They had no political victimization.
None.
And nobody to use the veto. No prime minister to use the veto. So said, no, we don't want you, we don't want you. They put the qualified person. And look at the result we get today. Penalty backers. You know they have a stand your ground consultation tonight, Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, they have it?
Yeah. I want to know.
For what?
I stand your ground, I was telling people that what is the law? Have a set of Indian lawyers advising African people what is the law? And they can't pass none.
COP, think about it. Think about it this way. The government came up with an innovative idea of stand your ground. Right? I mean, if I am the PNM
and introduce homeland security.
Yes. If the PNM was innovative and had any kind of thinking, they will come up with something to rival stand your ground. But you haven't.
No, they'll come with Fitzgerald Hides.
Well, no.
They come with Fitzgerald Hides and stay on
the That stay underground.
And nothing happened. Was just chaos in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
If you have all the colors in there, and all you're thinking, all you will come up with something to rival what the government came up with. But all you're going to have conference on what the government is doing on an innovative idea. They have like they're brain dead.
You know what was them idea, Professor Wall Street? You know what was them plan? Remember when Keith Rowley had a conference throughout the Caribbean for these same gang, for these gang thing, and he classified them as terrorists?
Yeah.
He classified them as terrorists.
Yeah.
We spent over $100 million to host all the CARICOM leaders and them to classify gang members as terrorists. If you're a gang member, you're part of a terrorist group.
Yeah.
Now, Homeland Security taking the terrorist groups and them and moving them from the prison and putting them in much more secure place, which but they can't make calls so they will express the terrorism now. You know this PNM opposition have a problem with that?
Anything to improve efficiency in this country which the PNM couldn't do, they have problems with it.
And what type of opposition? What type of opposition will wish for the country to have a lot of murders to make the UNC government look bad? What type of people is that? What type of pastor is that? This wishing and hoping that the country have bloody murder and home invasion and all these things to go on a platform and speak about it to make our government look bad.
Yeah.
What type of people do those things? Especially a government that stay in office for the past 10 years and 45 years before the 10 years. What type of people do those things? Reckless people do those things. Reckless leaders do those things. And WZYE will expose them. We will expose them here at WZYE. Correct. Professor Walshit and Uncle Tommy. Thank you.
Yeah, man. We will expose them. And we didn't expose them with an E, no. We exposing them with an X. It's an X marks the spot when we expose them. But let me finish. Go ahead, Tommy.
I want to see some of them being brought before the courts because $120 million for an item that cost us less than $500,000 is a crime.
Correct is right. Let me take this call. Yes, COP.
Yeah, I just forgot to say this. Miss Central, who outside over there, if I look at get in contact with Miss Central, your contribution is needed at WZYE. The listeners of WZYE want you to be part of this program. So everybody outside over there who know Miss Central, tell Miss Central, Mr. COP calling for she contribution and WZYE. Thank you, Professor Washington.
Miss Central, they're calling you, Miss Central. They're calling for you.
Yeah, they're calling you out.
They're calling you out, Miss Central. Come in, Miss Central. Well, let's finish listening to this, Tommy. Let's finish listening to Anna.
Doubles and coffee, you will get the truth. Fire burn the PNM. Fire burn the PNM fake news media. Look at it. Watch it good.
And I never imagined that leaks could have prevented people from getting an efficient water supply because it breaks down pressure and the water cannot go to communities on the upper levels.
So there you have it, folks. There you have it. Yeah. There you have it. Southwestern Colbert.
Have some voice notes. You want
to
hear it?
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on.
You will.
Hold on. Hold it.
I will.
Hold on. Let me take this call. Southwestern, welcome. Southwestern.
Again, a pleasant good night, Professor.
Good night to you.
If Uncle Tommy, if you want to call back, I'll call back.
No. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Southwestern.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. A pleasant good night to each and everyone.
Same to you.
Tommy, just for court evidence, I like to talk to you, not the professor. Because the professor, when he come in Trinidad and he go Lavantil, they'll buff him. Because, you know, that is PNM tongue and PNM hill. Right?
Yeah.
But, Uncle Tommy, you know that in Trinidad, right, they call it the east-west corridor, meaning from the western side to the eastern side, they call that the corridor, right? In that area, in the time for election and thing, they call that the PNM stronghold, right? Now, in this country, it had two sets of political party really does make the difference. The UNC and the PNM.
Two.
Now, on the east-west corridor, on the saying that's the fourth estate. I feel like the fourth estate, you know. I feel like the fourth plantation. That's the fourth plantation to keep them together for the master to whip them. Because listen to this, Uncle Tommy. It had young boys on that side of that corridor. They're shooting themselves, they're killing themselves. Who giving them gun on them, Uncle Tommy?
True.
The United National Congress is putting a law that anybody violate their privacy in your castle,
Yep.
you could deal with them.
Cancel Christmas.
Which part in that? Yeah.
Cancel Christmas.
And which part in that law say that you getting a gun to carry home? Which part in the standing ground, load your matic, empty the matic, and load it back and cock it up? But which part in that law say that you getting a gun? It's guaranteed to get a gun. You see how people are educated when coming to the PNM? Because that they have nothing to do with that gun, you know. But then again, 6 murder, they want to say that 6 murder in the SOE. With them young boys and get that gun to shoot one another. Who give them to stand their ground to kill one another? But they're talking about, they want to put race and ethnicity, that the black, the East Indian will kill all the African, and the African killing all themselves, and the PNM is seen and talking about penny on them. But you know, it's budget time in Trinidad and Tobago. I want to ask Penny if she going in the parliament to debate and give a reply to say that when she was in housing, she and she next friend, because you know it had 3 of them in housing, right? And she was just the one seen about the rubbish collection. How much people there was evicted from the NHA apartment who didn't pay rent after they come out from a COVID, a pandemic, and the same people who work for them, they was training them out on the street. I only hope they can tell that in parliament, and I want you to say how much houses affordable for the CPEP workers and URP and forestry workers can I buy? How much are they qualify for it? Just imagine. I hope she could go and say that minimum wage was raised by them, and the URP workers could have benefit. The core support, the base, that is the support base.
Yep.
But you know, they didn't get them they didn't apply the minimum wage to them. Penny.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Uncle Tom, Uncle Tommy.
Yes.
And I want to ask you, how long the state to spend $6 billion, and in the school, it's still falling down. It have furniture, it have rat infestation, pigeon infestation, no chairs, and fence breakdown. But $6 billion just the other day. Look, by Monday, $6 billion will come to an end. And you tell me, only 4 months, my party, UNC in power, and that kind of money done? Yep. And COP, you was talking about Fitzgerald Hines, but you're talking about Keith Scotland, the Zagoli, or you know what creature that come from outer space? I think it's Star Wars, they see something like that. They put that to fight crime, and the ugliness of that face cause people to kill more and to get on more bad. So that's how they fight crime. So Uncle Tommy, the people in Lavantil, who killing out who they? So Uncle Professor, and you forget when the lobbyists of 100,000 US a month under PNM, there was lobbying that the chancellor from the school who live in Lavantil get Rowley to come to give him the doctorate in America to beat Joe Biden to get an OFAC license. My prime minister went to Washington and then she visited the office and they gave her a 6-month interim. And you know, marijuana brown. Boy, the only thing you need to get is a good vaccine for that foot-and-mouth disease you have. You keep putting your foot in your mouth. And the next one, they got some, I forget the name now, for something. He talking about Kamala must be hushed them out and don't talk. No, we say it is a good thing. Negotiation. But here what's going on earlier. The United States say, make sure that the people, the entities and the companies is registered in the United States to do business.
Thank you.
Because Maduro expelled them and he won them back on the negotiated team. A pleasant good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Southwestern.
Thank you, Southwestern.
Tommy, we just talk about transparency and accountability, right?
Yep.
I'm happy to see that PNM Red Fox regurgitating what he heard. He says progression is conditional. Trinidad and Tobago must satisfy specific U.S. criteria to move from stage 1 to stage 2 and then to stage 3.
Let's hear his voice though.
Go ahead.
Good evening to you, Uncle Tommy, Russell Wall Street, and all listeners. This is the activists behind closed doors, showcasing the strength of the UNC. So as the man was talking about the budget of all budgets, and some people misunderstood, so I want to clarify that this evening. What I mean by the budget of all budgets does not mean that this budget will be like after it is broadcasted. Means overnight everything will just make everybody happy. You know? No, a budget has two phases of a budget. I want to enlighten people, right? Now, why I call it the budget of all budget? Because we never had a budget before. In the last 9 years, you know what we had? We had a butcher, right? With a butcher's knife, slaying the population, a dwen, a buck, a chihuahua that was just backing and trying to scare the population. A man who say he raised gas twice and nobody is saying nothing, and he could not raise it by, and nobody rats, so he think he could not raise it by another 15%. And he laughed with scorn, a scornful fella that nobody like, and he don't like nobody. So that was not a budget, my friends. That was a butcher with a butcher's knife. Today, we're going to see the next week, and the 13th, we're going to see what is a budget. And a budget has two phases. It has an instant gratification and a delayed gratification. And let me make the distinction and the differentiation, right? An instant gratification of a budget has what we call penalties that will follow it. Though it is generally based on the economic structure and checks and balances, right? There's also included in a budget, like what I say, like when you activate a phone, the budget will advance, right, the effects of what they call penalties, right, to the lawless. And the next side of the budget is the prosperity of a budget or the downfall of a budget, right? It's like running a home. You run your home with a budget, right? Let me use that as an example so the hearers will understand. It's like a man have 5 children in a home, a wife and 5 children, right? And he runs his home on a budget. He's gainfully employed. He has a salary of about 10,000, right? And he used that to balance the budget in a home. Now, if he's a bad manager of his home, right? He will mismanage his funds. And he will take some and he would spend like, right, a little 3,000 with his friends to lime and sport and go in the bar. And the next 2,000 to run a woman. So like 5,000 going, just trying to make a point. And then the next 5,000.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Out of that again, you have 2 daughters who like to bling. So they say, Daddy, we want things to do we here.
Yeah, what do you say?
How long is the voice note? You can't tell, it doesn't tell you?
5:48.
That is how long it is?
Yeah, that's what I see.
Your show is not 540. That's where it's at. All right, keep playing it. Keep playing it.
Let me see where it's at.
Keep playing it.
Elvin nails. You know, like Gaspy Dolly, where she had to match she shoes and she dress. Yeah, they wanted to match. So this man can't balance his budget. So you see what's going to happen to him there? If he continues so for 9 years like the government, right, mismanaging funds, then he will have no success. And that is what happened with Imbert, the butcher, right? Misuse and mismanagement of the public purse that decimate the economy. $630 billion, right? Over $500 billion cannot be accounted for. All the money from the stabilization fund, Kamala leave plenty money. They decimate that too. Yeah. And left us a small portion. So this is what they did. The butcher, the man who said the country broke. Yeah. It happened under his watch. So we know when I see our budget, my friends.
548.
Right. So we look forward for that.
548 and then 1 minute.
And this is why I like Andy Williams, man.
This is 1 minute.
Yeah. He said there have to be consequences. Right? He said, Mr. John Jeremy, we deal with it. There must be consequences of misconduct in public office. Right? By these lawless government officials. He said, this is what you want to talk about, the consequences. That is what I was speaking about, penalties. So presently we have to deal with, we have penalties, consequences. And down the road, as our beloved Prime Minister would continue to use public funds in the right way, then we'll have prosperity. See the two sides of it? Penalties now and prosperity later. Bless.
Okay, that's it.
Folks, keep the voice notes under 5 minutes. Keep the voice notes under 5 minutes, okay? Any voice notes that's over 5 minutes, we're not playing them, okay? Keep the voice notes 5 minutes and under. All right? Any voice notes on over 5 minutes, Tommy, we ain't playing it. Let me play another voice note here.
She's speaking to. Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody on the chat and to everybody out there. I want to know who Gatsby Dolly thinks she's speaking to. We had 9 years and 7 months of PNM Rowley insulting our intelligence. She coming to tell Kamala, stop insulting the intelligence of the people. And the Kamala give a one-liner like she can't count. I checked more than one lines. But what was important in the media briefing, the media release, is that she said that he was already cleared, right? Acquitted of those charges. But like that not satisfying Gatsby Dolly, right? Coming to tell Kamala that what? When the sun does catch up with, I don't want nonsense you talking about. What I want to tell her on the 28th of April, the UNC run the PNM out of office. Run the PNM out of office. And if they feel that people are going to come back to the PNM again, they lie. Because we had enough of them. As a Penny demanding answers, imagine Penny can quote that Mrs. Prasad predecessor tell what she told Anna and Ram Logan and Jack Warner and whatever. Imagine she can quote that from Mrs. Pasabi's sister, but she couldn't find one quotation from Rowley sending home, telling wrongdoers, go and clear your name. Because he didn't send them home. No, he shifted them into another ministry. We want to know about Camille and the handbag money. Why she lied to the bank about the source of income and Rowley did nothing. We want to know why it is Faris Al-Rawi paid Vincent Nelson 10 million plus millions in perks to lie on Anna Ram Logan and Gerald Ramdeen, and Rowley, when he get to find out, he take him out of the Attorney General office and put him into local government. Come on, Penny, tell us these things. Yeah. And I want to tell Fox Islam, whatever his name is, Krishna Islam, Kyote, whatever. Stop lying now. Yeah. Or they don't feel shame to lie. When was Monilal removed from the Energy Ministry? And before I go, I want to tell Stuart Young, everything for all year, and you and Rowley and Maduro and everything was non-disclosure. Yep. But you call it for transparency with this government and the OFAC license. Oh, God. Something really wrong with all you. Yeah. Thanks a lot and have a good night.
Yeah, I tell you, easy. Them was the NDA kings. Yeah. NDA, everything for them is a NDA. NDA. Well, we have an NDA agreement with that. We have an NDA agreement with them. But the government now giving you transparency and accountability. You can't deal with that. Let me get another voice note here. This is Jerry.
Uncle Tommy. Good evening. This is Daddy Max. I listened to you a while ago and I hear you talking about the artificial legs that people them get with is good. But you forgot to mention one part. On the day that they had the ceremony about this artificial leg, it was said that they're going to build the factory in Trinidad, and the factory is going to cost $100,000 US to build. And the Indian government give Trinidad and Tobago a grant of $75,000 US out of the 100,000. So that means all we had to put is 25,000. Please mention that for the people to understand, because it seems like some of them understand that. So I would like you to rebroadcast that part for them for me, please. Bye. Daddy Max in the house.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Daddy Max.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
He's on the ball.
You're on the ball, man. Yeah, you're on the ball. Yeah? So, I want to read something for you guys. Eh? Listen to this. Listen to this one. The goal of these immoral, vile, malicious, nefarious, diabolical, heinous, vindictive, dastardly, conniving, iniquitous, unscrupulous, devious PNM and Penelope Week Beckers. Listen to this. Beckers, this is an article in the news here. Beckers, people feel abandoned since election. Tommy, people felt abandoned by the PNM for 9.5 years. She coming with this googly gawk about, let me read it for you. Opposition leader Penelope Becker said many citizens feel abandoned by the UNC since the April 28th general election. Where's the survey, Tommy? Did she at least do what people say, where they pick 4 or 5 PNM people and them talk? Yeah? Beckers, who is also PNM political leader, made this observation during a meeting with members of the party Toko Sandy Grande constituency executive in Toko Sandy Grande on October the 1st. In a post on her Facebook page on October 6th, Beckers reflected on the meeting. Listen to the fourth estate. Many citizens continue to feel abandoned after the April 28th election, left without real representation, as some MPs have failed to meet their constituents. Really? Really, Penny? That's why people call you Penelope weak, Beckers. You're weak. Weak. Right? Beckers said, listen to Beckers, I have committed to standing in the gap to ensure that every voice is heard and that proper representation is restored. Or, you're now speaking. When the PNM was in power, people wasn't getting proper representation, Penny weak Beckers. This is what she said, or no? Becker said, I have committed to standing in the gap, boy. After 9.5 years standing there, now you want to stand in the gap. Then you should stand in the sub-basement to ensure that every voice is heard and proper representation is restored. The PNM, she continued, has always stood for the working people. Penny?
She sure she ain't standing in the road?
Yeah, Tommy, that's where she's standing. Tommy, the PNM, she continues, has always stood for working people. Tommy, let me ask you a question. If under the People's Partnership led by Kamala Prasad Bissessa reduced the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 19.8% to 17.3% between 2010 and 2015. From 2015 to 2025,
27%.
the PNM increased it 27%, a whopping 52%. And you coming to try to fool the people, to tell the people the PNM, she continued as always stood for working people. Which working people, Tommy? You mean the rich? The rich. And listen to this one. All of a sudden, they say the UNC said no 45,000. You said those exaggerate things? So listen, let me go on. Becker said, we are on a mission to rebuild trust, renew purpose, and return service to where it belongs. She contradicting herself too bad. So, for the past 9.5 years, people didn't trust the PNM.
Right.
And they still don't trust them. And they don't trust you, Penny, because you're all over the place. The PNM, she has always stood for working people. Yet, right, the PNM stood for working people, Tommy, but they're on a mission to rebuild trust. Make that make sense, man, Tommy?
So what were they doing for the last 10 years?
I'm trying to find out. You said your PNM have always stood for working people. Yet, why are you on a mission to rebuild trust now if all you always stood for working people? Eh? I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
She's not thinking.
Yeah. So after the election, listen to this, Tommy, and close with this one. After the election, Beckles and other PNM parliamentarians have been visiting different constituencies as part of the party's analysis of the election defeat. What it was doing during the 10 years Ole was in office, the 2 terms, what it was doing. Eh? What it was doing. Alistair, welcome.
Yeah, Professor. I had to come back, after I hear what Penny said.
Yeah.
That the PNM stood for workers.
Yeah.
But let me remind Penny on WZYE. On November the 30th, 2018, the then opposition leader, who is now the Prime Minister, Kamala Prasad Bissessa, was making her contribution to the closure of Petrotrin on the 30th of November 2018. And while she was making her contribution, the PNM, who were in government, were beating their desks. You hear what I say?
Yeah.
They were beating their desks, sending home 5,500 permanent workers of Petrotrin. Right?
Yeah.
In addition to that, 11,000 temporary workers, and by extension, with contract labor, 55,000 people were affected. In fact, that had a domino effect on the southwestern peninsula. Right? It was dead. So let me remind her. She only fooling people. But we don't forget.
No, we didn't forget.
Thank you, Professor and Uncle Tommy.
Thank you.
She ain't fool nobody.
Yeah. Tommy, all of us, they're standing in the gap, boy. Yeah?
I ain't sure it's in the gap. I feel it's in the middle of the road.
I think you're right. In the middle of the road. Correct is right. Let me take this voice note here. Yeah, in the middle of the road. All right. Yeah. Tommy, when I read that, I said, well, wait now, boy. What is she really talking about, boy? What is she talking about? Eh? All you're standing in the gap now? For 9.5 years, they were standing in the road, Tommy. You're right.
Mocking pretenders. That's what they are.
One set of mocking pretenders. Yeah. They're on a mission to rebuild trust. Rebuild trust. Right? Rebuild trust. Look, Penny, people feel abandoned since the election. Nobody feel abandoned. You mean the PNM abandoned people for the last 10 years? That is what happened. That is exactly what happened. That's why all you know they're going to try and rebuild trust. You stated it, no? That's what you said, no? Nobody make that up. Yes, Mickey the Ghost Rider, when everybody wins, even the PNM dissidents who are on the chat room, yes, even you all will benefit. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Correct. PNM party go benefit. Yeah. You think when the Dragon gas still get done, the UNC saying, all right, PNM party, none for you. PNM Red Fox, none for you. Gordon Dryden, none for you. No, that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. Everybody getting piece of the pie. Everybody. COP, welcome.
Professor Wall Street, give Jack Warner a call and let Jack Warner elaborate more on this. Jack Warner waiting for a call from you, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So me? All right, let me play this voice note before we go for the break.
You call Jack?
Good night again, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there. Penny should have applied for a job with the Rolling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. That she's at the head clown. She should apply for the head clown. People feeling what? Deserted, disenchanted. Where's the adjective she used?
Abandoned.
Like she didn't know that's how people were feeling.
Yeah.
For 9 years and 7 months with the PNM.
Yeah.
And now that she's in opposition, she feels to stand in the gap.
Yeah.
She better make sure when she's standing in the gap, she's not standing in an ant's nest. Because that is what she will deserve.
Oh,
these people have no shame. A bunch of mocking pretenders.
Yeah.
You deserted the people of Arima. Your constituency, and now you come into play that you care for the people of this country.
Yeah.
Who are you trying to fool, Penny? But you see, you all are so transparent. Everybody has seen right through all you.
Yep.
What all you're made of. You all are hypocrites. You all have selective memory syndrome, suffering from selective memory syndrome, what we all did to the people of this country. And you're going to stand in the gap.
Standing in the gap, yeah.
You better make sure no bandit is watching you, you know.
Oh, God.
I tell you, oh, my God. I don't know if she just think before she talk, or she was just saying, look, let me fool these people like I fooled them for 9 years.
Yep.
Not one day in the 3,540 days that you were there did you say, I will stand in the gap for the people. We know that you were only standing in the gap for the 500 and something with recusals, with Foster, Faris, Churchong, and the rest of them. Or they don't care about nobody else but the rich and the famous.
Correct.
So no, you are not fearing anybody. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Tony Boy, they're standing in the gap. Folks, we're going to take that break. And when we come back, right, I want Penny to contact this person and talk to them about their Rima constituency, Penny. Right? When we come back, well, let's stay tuned now. I want Penny to talk to this person. This person sent this message to Penny, but they kind of couch it now. But folks, we're going to take that break and we're going to be right back. Stick on stage in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We're back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you get in, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us there at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget, as soon as you get in, share the live. We thank you.
And let me say welcome to Anna Sukamani. I hope I get that right. Darren Red, Cindy Mahan, Jason Mitchell, Kurt, Jay Gordon. Well, I already talked about Dane Khan, Regindra, and Wendell Seals. I'm going to say welcome to these individuals here at the WZYE 95.9 FM. Chief Commander 65, welcome. Yeah, more propaganda. Four UNC control corporation people under investigation / charge. Where you get that from? PNM Reed. Give me some information where you get that from now. Yeah? All right, folks, listen to this one. And when I finish this one, I want to play a next one for you guys. Listen to this, fella. Listen to this, right?
Is what are you buying a vehicle for? When you buy a vehicle, you're actually meant to be using it in your constituency, in your private affairs, etc. Those of us who are elected members of parliament are on the road constantly.
But did you need 2 more after the first one to be able to do your work? Because you bought 3 in 5 years, and it was.
The man buy 3 Porsches to do work. Tommy, yeah. Them fellas and them good enough. And there was alleged that it was alleged that he also bought one for PSC former member. Tommy the man buy 3 Porsche. And listen to his excuse, Listen to the comparison, folks. Listen carefully, Listen to this.
Your work, because you bought 3 in 5 years, and it wasn't 3 Hondas, it was 3 Porsches.
And it's less than the cost of a Toyota.
Tommy, it's less than the cost of a Toyota. You see how we rationalize?
Not lie. A Porsche costs less than a Toyota. Give me a break.
When I hear him say that, where he get that from, Tommy? Why? Them really think people stupid, A Porsche less than a Toyota, Tommy?
Apparently, they want people to believe that.
On what planet a Porsche less than a Toyota? And the PNM people go believe that?
5 years, and it wasn't 3 Hondas, it was 3 Porsches.
And it's less than the cost of a Toyota. So what's the point?
What's your point? It's less than the cost of a Toyota. So when I have to go into my constituency, Tommy, I need to ride in a Porsche to go and visit my constituents. And let me go back to Penny. You see, Penny? That's why you're weak. The people didn't trust all you. The man had 3 Porsches, Tommy. 3 to go in his constituency. Where you going from? San Fernando to Port of Spain? Tommy?
No, from Kingston to Sando.
From Kingston to Sando. Yeah. And don't forget, Penny said they always stood for working people, Tommy. You buying 3 of them, 3 Porsche. And he's saying it's cheaper than a Toyota. Boy, them really
I don't know who we want to believe that.
Boy, them really think people do this in truth, you know, boy? It's only people like PNM Patty and PNM Red Fox and people like go and dry gin and go believe them kind of thing, you know. Them go say, yeah, boy. Eh? A Porsche cheaper than a Toyota, boy. Tommy, it's sad. But I want to play this one for you. Listen to this one, eh? Yeah, George Ramdeen. Yeah. The man said PNM Red Fox, what part of that you didn't hear? Let me play that again, Tommy. Let me play that again. So PNM run Red Fox. You have a problem. Listen to the man, eh? Listen to what the man has to say. This is not artificial intelligence saying this PNM Red Fox. This is Faris Awari.
Is what are you buying a vehicle for? When you buy a vehicle, you're actually meant to be using it in your constituency.
Right. So he's buying a vehicle to use in his constituency. Right? So you buy a Porsche to use in your constituency. You ain't buy 1, you ain't buy 2, you buy 3 to use in your constituency.
In your private affairs, etc. Those of us who are elected members of parliament are on the road constantly.
But did you need?
He's on the road constantly. Constantly. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
Need 2 more after the first one to be able to do your work because you bought 3 in 5 years, and it wasn't 3 Hondas, it was 3 Porsches.
And it's less than the cost of a Toyota. So what's the point?
Defend that now, PNM Red Fox. Defend that now. If that was the UNC did something like that, you would have heard them. You would have heard them making all kind of noise. But I want you all to listen to this one. I don't think you all heard this before. Mr. Florida, welcome. I want you all to listen to this one.
Revive Arima's.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to all scholars and everybody on the line.
Yeah, man.
Well, Mr. Anselm, you hear what the man say? Cheaper than a Toyota.
Cheaper. You know, we live in America. Mr. Florida, which Toyota, not a Lexus, What? Which Toyota more expensive than our Porsche? Which one?
Well, you know, back in the days, it had the one where you used to crank up. And Mr. Zimmerman was telling everyone, and people believe that garbage, you know. You know what that reminds me of? Remember when the Indian Prime Minister was here and there was protesting? Where all the ministers went after the protest? I see Range Rover. You understand? I see all kind of BMW. I see Mercedes Benz and read and Fox's taxi, maxi, and shot. The thing is, you see the PNM sycophants, and I ain't talking about all the PNM, I just talking about the sycophants. They spend most of their life expecting nothing and taking wherever they get. So that is the normal trend. You see, when the UNC come in power now, they expect to get something more, but they don't want that. Don't give me that. I don't want that for me. But if they wait for the PNM to give them that, they go wait. The Milka go meet them, they go go and take the eternal rest. They would never get it. In 10 years, I never hear Patricia Reid or Fox Islam say, yeah, I won't be only chatting to Mr. Anselm.
or whatever name they just call you, are going on a vacation. You ever hear them say they're going on a vacation? Their whole life circulated in Trinidad.
No, Mr. Florida, yeah, they went to Tobago.
and Mr. Everyone, and this is the whole peer them have on them. You feed forward the estate, right? And we know who involved in that. What the money to spread around. They want all the money. And they know UNC is a party and in government, and they will spread the money around. When the last the old people them get a reason pension? I hear a talk going around how they not get the pension, all right, but it's maybe a era who they have to mind the children and things. But you didn't tell Rowley that. You didn't tell Stuart Young that they wanted a reason a pension if you had to mind your grandchildren and whoever. And this the mentality they're living in. Read that and Fox's will come on this program. You know what they're for? To hear the facts.
Yeah, they like to get educated.
Yeah. So leave them with the text, the stupidity where they'll be texting. But they know you just bring the facts. And they know that when you tell them that, they could go back to the PLM chat and say, hey, you know, UNC doing this and UNC doing that, and you have to counteract that.
Yep.
You understand? So let us stay there, but look on this thing, Mr. Anson, cover everyone. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Gen Z Paul says the PNMites fact check nothing. They just run with everything the PNM said. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. CJ says he bought those for his family. Tommy, you know, sometimes I just really wonder if PNM Fox, you know, like the game something to smoke and you drink it. Not serious. I feel the game something to smoke and you drink it. Hear what the man says. Hear what the man says. Uncle Ruckus, you think he bought the 3 vehicles at the same time? Tommy, did you hear me say he bought the 3 vehicles at the same time?
It doesn't matter if he bought them same time apart from each other.
Correct is right.
They're still expensive automobiles, and you cannot compare a Porsche with a Toyota. Never ever.
To go in your constituency. What about that PNM Red Fox? You buying a Porsche to go in your constituency. A Porsche. Look, you think you bought the 3 vehicles at the same time. Boy, I feel sorry for you. I really do. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. For you not to even think. You know, think now, man. Think now, man. Oh God. You think it's right for a man to have a Porsche to visit his constituents, boy? You think that right, boy? You think that right? Eh? And you trying to defend that, boy? Really, boy? But Olia, I want you all to listen to this, eh? Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Last evening, Pro and Uncle T, everybody on the live.
Yeah, man.
Same to you.
It's really difficult.
Yeah.
To understand the height of ignorance.
Correct.
Is floating around in Trinidad and Tobago. It kind of frightens me to know that big men and women going to university, right? Coming out as engine fast. And psychologists and psychiatrists, and when you hear them talk, right? Especially when they hear they come out from the bowels of the PNM, you wonder if they ever went to even kindergarten, you know. The amount of dotishness that has come out of the mouth. You wonder if they ever went to school at all. No time at all that these people and them would sit down and think and say, well, hey, critically analyze what is happening around them.
Correct.
And just gobble it up.
Yep.
They just gobble it up and they just go on with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people could live this kind of life, right? You don't have to have plenty more like myself. I don't have nothing, right? But I know I'm happy. If I have $1, $1 million, it doesn't really make a difference. Once I am comfortable with me and I know that I am in control of me, and nobody can come and talk no dotishness for me and tell me that I don't know what it is I know. I had to be stupid. I was a free man. I could make decisions. I could choose. And when I'm making choices, I weigh the consequences. And if I hear, I recognize that I didn't measure it correctly, I can make my adjustments. I'm not afraid to say that I feel or I could feel. That's normal with human beings.
Correct.
But that doesn't mean to say that you have to stay there. You understand? That doesn't mean that. But these people, let me not go down that road.
Yeah.
These people just afraid to recognize that they are being manipulated
Yep. And
by the
abused.
PNN
And
and by
abused.
the.
And abused. Don't forget that.
Well, I was going to go down that road, you know.
Okay.
They are
Abused.
being manipulated
Yeah.
by the PNM and by the media and being abused every single day of their life.
Yeah.
Just to do what? To satisfy the whims and fancies of the slave masters. They don't recognize that they're living in a plantocracy. They do not recognize that they are meant to be slaves to the people and them who they. Mr. Wall Street, let me just give you one thing before I leave.
Yeah, man.
At the age of 17, I left school, right? I went to work in a furniture factory. And the man came out, the manager came out and he said, we have men on washing up and getting ready to leave. Men putting on their clothes. A truck coming in here and we have some stuff to offload. And who in ready to go and offload it could find a job in the morning. I watch that men take all back their clothes and they go and put back on their clothes and things. I continue doing what I'm doing. Next morning, I put on my graduation suit, right? And I went on the job and I tell him, I say, here, what's going on? Mr. Sanka, I would like to have my money, please. He said, where's all of this, Mr. Daniel? I said, and you told me yesterday that if we don't come outside and offload that truck, we can find a new job. I said, well, I just did. I would like to have my money, please. I could get a story in the whole another time.
Yeah, man.
That is being able to think for yourself. Nobody should manipulate me and make me feel that I'm a slave.
Right.
I learned that early o'clock. Nobody should treat me like that.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
And after that, that is my normal way. I think if I don't like what you're telling me, I telling you point blank, hey, you see where you're talking there is stupidness.
Yeah.
And I'm not in that.
Thank
That
you.
is me. So if you're fellas and I want to continue with the stupidness, let it continue.
Yeah.
Lessons, bro.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Good night.
Tommy, I'm trying harder. PNM Red Fox pushing me to the edge. I want you to read this. You pushing me to the edge. Read that for me, Tommy.
Uncle Ruckus, I'm sorry for you. At the time of your death, you would regret all the people you mislead. No.
Huh?
I said no.
What was that?
I said I'm just thinking how to respond to.
I know what I'm gonna do. You gotta take a time out for that. Take a time out. Take a time out. Yeah. Cancel Christmas for you in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Answer to me and everyone. Listen.
Yeah.
You see when you ride with Fox?
I get rid of him.
Listen.
I get rid of him. I get rid of him.
Let me tell you something. You see when you ride here. I was up in America here. And when my father passed away in Trinidad,
Yeah.
and I wasn't there for his last month that he was sick. And he didn't tell me he was sick, and I wasn't there to even tell him the things that I need to tell him.
Yeah.
And you come to talk about death.
Yeah, yeah.
I consider Mr. Anselm and Mr. Tommy like my father, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I lost my father when I was young. Bro, you don't do that, bro.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is the most disrespectful thing you could do, man.
Yeah, I blocked him.
That hurt me. That hurt me, even Anselm.
Yeah,
That hurt me. I won't lie.
I wanted to get. I blocked him because you know what it is.
Yeah.
I was tolerating a lot of things that he was doing. I was keeping my patience going and being very patient with him. But you know what? There's a line, and he crossed the line.
Yeah.
Anselm, all right, I'll look on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, Miss Santa Cruz. Miss Santa Cruz.
Hello, good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there. Wall Street, you took a little too long to do that. Because when the argument is lost, they start insulting.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
When the argument is lost, and he realized that he's insulted you and you're not taking him on. So he decided to tell you that.
Yep.
But he better watch out for his morality instead. I am sorry that he had to tell you that.
No.
It was really disgusting and insulting.
But Miss Santa Cruz,
yes, sir.
It's okay, you know. Yeah, why it's okay? Because I have patience. I was having a lot of patience
I
with him.
realized that you have a lot of patience.
I was being very patient with him. He made disrespect.
You have more than Job.
He apologized and all kind of, but this one, he crossed the line, and that is it.
No, but this one was over the top.
Yeah,
this was over the top.
And you know what? All my social media are blocking him from everything. I don't want to hear from him
exactly.
anymore.
We don't want to hear him again.
I don't want to hear him.
Don't want to hear him again.
I do not want to
hear him. Talking about lying, but he lying more than you.
Yeah.
You not lying.
Yeah, and this minister, every single day, he sends me something on social media. 3, 4, 5 things. I've never said anything about it. Every day, I will get 5, 6 messages from that fella. 3, 4, 5, 6 messages on Facebook. No problem. All kind of different messages. I just leave it. I ain't answer him, right? But now I'm blocking him from everything.
No, that is overdoing it.
I don't want to hear from him.
It took a little while, but you reach your limit tonight with him.
Yes.
You're really overdoing it. Let me see now who is going to Patty's going to encourage and who is going to encourage Patricia Reed. Let me see who is going to encourage her now, because she's the next one, right? With her lying attitude. Let me see who now she's going to have to talk with to push her lies. Wall Street, you did the best thing here tonight. Take care and have a good night.
Thank you. Folks,
you push it over the limit.
Yeah. And you know what it is, Tommy? Seriously. I was being patient because he went. This is not the first. Remember, he had also apologized before.
True.
Right? He had also apologized before. He apologized. But I say, you know what? This one, no apology. You don't need no apology, this one. And every single one of my social media, let me do it right now. Yeah, Mr. Intellectual, go ahead.
Yeah, bless evening again. Okay. Pro.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about. The ignorance of people.
Yeah.
There's not this fellow who claimed to be an engineer.
Yes, correct. Yes.
I tell you, them went to school, boy. They went to university because you had to go to university to come out an engineer, right?
Correct. Yes.
And you see the mentality here? Poor people. Nothing behind them.
Yeah.
But he lucky. He real lucky that I don't know what he look like.
Nah, don't even do it. Don't even give him that. Don't go give him that oxygen.
Don't expend the energy on him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you know, Tommy. Let me do it right now. Cancel Christmas for him. I don't want to hear from him no more. Everything in my social media, every day, Tommy, I just get several messages from him. Several messages. I never say nothing. I leave him, because he have rights too. You see. Let me see right here. Folks, just a minute. I don't want to forget. Look, even Dominic Roman is answering my things on him. Let me see. All right, I will do it after the program. So, folks, I want you all to listen to this, right? This is, yeah, Ken John. I don't say get rid of him. This is the former General Secretary of the PNM did this editorial, and it is cryptic, It's cryptic. But what he's doing is sending a message, in my interpretation, sending a message to Penny Wheat Beckles. Yes, take a listen to this, folks. This is the editorial by former PNM General Secretary, right, Ashton Ford. Listen to this.
Revive Arima's Home of Champions, an editorial by former PNM General Secretary Ashton Ford. In the wake of Jareem, the Dream, Richard's silver medal performance at the recent World Athletics Championships, perhaps the most fitting tribute to one of Trinidad and Tobago's most decorated athletes would be the full restoration of the Larry Gumbs Stadium in Malabar, Arima. This call comes not only in recognition of Richard's latest triumph, but also an acknowledgement of his unwavering commitment to excellence over the years, proudly representing both his country and his club, the Abilene Wildcats, on the global stage. Yet, despite these world-class achievements, the facilities that nurtured Richard's talent have languished in neglect. The Larry Gumbs Stadium, once a hub of regional athletics, has been left to decay, its floodlights non-functional for more than 6 years, and its track surface so damaged that it is now deemed unsafe for even basic training. In a recent interview, Abilene Wildcats club president Charles Bob Semper lamented the situation, explaining why the club was forced to cancel the 2024 Abilene Track Classic, which eventually took place at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. The unfortunate thing is the track at the Larry Gumbs Stadium is not adequate for hosting track events, he said. The tarmac itself is severely damaged in several areas, and we did not want to risk the injury of anyone. With no floodlights, no usable track, and no clear plan for rehabilitation, many Arima residents and athletic supporters have questioned why the Ministry of Sport and the Sports Company of Trinidad and Tobago have failed to act with urgency, given the rich sporting heritage of both the town and the club. What is even more important to note is the fact that Jareem became a member of Abilene Wildcats in 2013 after leaving the Point Fordon-based Quantum Track Club. Before 2025, the most recent national awards celebrating athletes from the Abilene Wildcats came in 2022, when Jareem Richards, Asa Guevara, and Che Lara were each bestowed the Hummingbird Medal, Gold, for their loyal and devoted service to Trinidad and Tobago. Their teammates, Jared Elcock, Eric Harrison, and Kyle Groh, also received the Hummingbird Medal, Silver. These honors are but the latest in a proud 62-year legacy of success. Since its founding by Olympian Cliff Bertrand, the Abilene Wildcats Track Club has produced an extraordinary 20 Olympians, a testament to Arima's enduring contribution to national athletics. Among them are legends such as Lennox Yearwood, member of Trinidad and Tobago's victorious 4x440-yard relay team at the 1966 Commonwealth Games, Laura Pierre, who at just 16 became the first female athlete to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Olympic Games in Germany, Daryl Brown, Neil da Silva, Dion Lendor, and others whose Olympic appearances have carried the red, white, and black proudly across the globe. Other distinguished Abilene athletes include Winston Short, Ainsley Armstrong, Charlie Joseph, 3-time Olympian and 2-time Olympic coach, and Anthony Husbands, among many others, for example, Michael Paul, Joan Solomon, Janelle Balil, Rayar Thomas, Carl Groves, and Adele Colthrust. Their collective achievements underscore the region's vital role in shaping Trinidad and Tobago's sporting identity. No other community in Trinidad and Tobago can claim similar achievements. Despite this remarkable legacy, the Larry Gomes Stadium, named after one of the nation's great cricketing sons, now stands as a shadow of its former self. Once a training ground that inspired champions, it has become a white elephant, its promise dimmed by disrepair. While other parts of the country have benefited from sports development initiatives, Arima has been conspicuously overlooked. For a community that has given so much to national sport, this neglect feels particularly unjust. It is within this context that a renewed plea is being made to the Minister of Sport, Philip Watts. The appeal is simple yet urgent. Prioritize the rehabilitation of the Larry Gomes Stadium. Restore it to international standards. Ensure future generations of athletes from Arima and beyond have a world-class facility to train, compete, and dream. Mr. Minister, you've pledged to review the conditions of all sporting stadia across the nation. Let that process begin here, in Arima, at the Larry Gomes Stadium, where champions were made, and where, with the right investment, champions will rise again. After all, if Jareem Richards' perseverance and success have taught us anything, it is that greatness can flourish against the odds. Imagine what could be achieved if the odds were finally in our athletes' favor.
You know, Tommy,
Wow.
I know Ashton sent a message, and Ashton is considered to be my friend. But what I'm disappointed in, Tommy, is that in the 9.5 years, I don't think he asked that of the PNM.
He didn't look on Shamfa Kojo to do something positive about that.
Correct. You understand? He could have worked the background and talked to Shamfa Kojo, talk to people in the background in order to do things about that. And Tommy, Penny is the representative for that constituency.
That's the worst part.
That's the worst part. That is Penny constituency. That is Penny constituency. Yeah? So think about it. Penny constituency. The former General Secretary of the PNM had to come out and say how bad certain things are in that constituency. And Penny is the representative. Yeah? You think it's easy? Yeah?
That's in Malabar. Is Penny Malabar?
No, Penny's that is in Arima. Isn't it Arima?
Yeah, but that particular part of Arima is Malabar.
I thought everybody. I thought all of Arima was. I don't know.
Maybe somebody can clarify.
No, that's Penny constituency, man. Yeah, that's Penny constituency. That is Penny constituency. Imagine that. When I see that, boy, I say, "Wait, boy, look at that! Look at that!" And you know, he's from Arima too.
The Dream. Oh, I mean Ford.
Yeah, Ashton Ford from Arima. Yeah. COP, welcome.
Professor Wall Street.
Yeah.
So this new Minister of Sports now had to go and rehabilitate that ground?
Correct.
Eh?
Yeah.
After 10 years on that Penny, after 35, 40 years on that Penny leadership in that constituency, Arima, they fixed no ground, everything dilapidated. 19% out of the 26% African in poverty, 19% in she constituency. What she did, what Penny did in the 40 years that she represented the people and them. She didn't even ask the past sports minister to fix that ground for the 2025 general election. Eh? They do nothing in the election, yet still the people vote back for a woman that live in Princeton. And currently now, for that ground to fix it, as if they were never in office.
Yep. think it's easy.
Quarreling for the school to fix as if they were never in office.
Yep.
I want to urge the Minister of Sports and let the community feel shame. Take taxpayers' money and fix the ground because we are fixing it for the PNM. We're fixing it for the residents, for the historical history, of the sporting community. Fix it for that and make them feel shame, although they won't feel shame. And it bothered me too to hear that gentleman when you pass, before you die, you go regret all the people that you mislead. The parents and them telling all the friends and them they regret making it, and nobody bring it public.
Yeah, he just.
So why you should say them thing?
Yeah, but when
your mother and father.
But you know what you see, OP?
You go ahead.
I think with them fellas and them boy, them cannot beat you on facts. You see, so they just want to go down into the gutter. They want to go into
and
the
I just
sub-basement.
beg you. I just beg you, say Professor Wall should leave them alone. But when they're saying things like that, that is not even political, that's hurtful.
And that's what they're trying to do. So what I did, COP, I block him from all my social media. Everything.
Because you look for that.
So I don't need to
you
hear
looking
from
for
that
that.
fella again. Yeah. But listen.
When your mother and father telling everybody they regret they make, and nobody make it public and try to insult you, why are you bringing that on WZYE? Behave yourself a little bit. Behave yourself. Now you get blocked. Use your children's phone and call the station and say, Professor Walsh, I apologize. Please. If he is man, use your brother or your wife phone or one of them.
COP,
and call,
COP, he had also apologized previously too, I don't want no apology.
Well, I still telling them, use the next phone and call the program and beg.
His behavior was too deplorable.
Yeah, that's right. I just still beg for them. Still beg for them. But behave yourself, man. It's a standard. WZYE have a standard. It's called professional standard.
Correct.
Professionalism. Professional journalism.
Yep.
That's what WZYE bring. And understand that. It's not a sarcastic talk with Google.
Destructive talk.
Yeah. It's not it's not the Red Oman at 91.9. It's not a PNM program. It's not a PNM propaganda program.
But COP, listen. You know how much times people in the chat say, Wall Street, block him. You know how much time? COP,
I keep begging for them.
They haven't got times. And I said, nah, boy. I said, oh, God, I let him. I gave him a chance. I let him apologize one time. I said, nah, I gave him a chance. But this time,
yeah, you can't be doing them things.
He crossed the line in the sand. You understand?
Yeah. You make the professor get vexed. Because of that disgusting attitude and your unacknowledged statement, you make the professor get vexed at you after he tolerated him for 3 years and more.
I tolerate him, Oh boy. Yeah.
For 3 years and more.
I tolerate him, yeah.
For 3 years and more. And you hear every day we say we want is a standard to have. Yeah. No disrespectful words, none of them kind of thing.
Yeah, we want no apology.
Your church just discipline you when you're home. Right now, your wife calling with him. Right now, she calling with him.
Let him apologize to his God.
Yeah. Apologize to your children and your family before you apologize over here. Professor Walsh, thank you. Yeah. Penny, ask for this business sector, the people them that paying for them consultation that all you have. Ask for them to fund to fix the ground too.
Yeah.
You have a responsibility to ask the private sector for help too,
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So folks, I want you all to listen to this and just think about all these issues, Take a listen to this.
Doubles and coffee. 143,000 cash, false declaration. 3 Porsche, no transfer, no check, wrong number stated in Parliament. Email gate, wasting police time. Venture Credit Union, no contract with MTS, money in minister's account. Whispering into a president's ears, Paula May, Police Service Commission collapses, meritless, thwarted, constitution breached, misbehavior in public office. Fraudulent indemnity signed with a witness in a criminal matter. The other people in the Marlene McDonald case, what happened there? Where the other people with the other charges? Fake oil, perjury, 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 and more perjury by attorneys general of the PNM. $500,000 benefit in a condominium in Tobago, not declared on the Integrity in Public Life Act 4. CPEP, fraud, fraud, and more fraud. Land date, 17 charges. Technicality, why it didn't do over. Drugs in Westmoreland. What's going on with that? Drugs in Westmoreland, charges. Paria divers left in a pipe for 39 hours to suffocate and die when the decision makers knew that they were alive. Called a hot brother-in-law. Called a hot brother-in-law. Do you know my brother-in-law? Password. Las Alturas. Brent Thomas kidnapping on a CARICOM jet. Admission of guilt, illegality, kidnapping, breach of natural justice, of international law, extradition. How we reach on the CARICOM jet. Minister interferes with investigation at Wassa because the wrong man driving a tan van. Akil Chambers. Don't be afraid to say it. Akil Chambers. A teacher impregnate a girl of school age. A teacher, position of responsibility, had sex with a girl in a school uniform. Well, you have a great morning, you know, Trinidad and Tobago. Bless.
So, folks, just think about all those issues. Think about all those issues. But the case against MP Lee was reopened. Just imagine something wrong. Something wrong. Something ain't smelling right. It's something not smelling right, folks. Yeah, let me take this voice.
Good night, and good night again, Wall Street Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there. And imagine Penny standing in the gap for people. But COP, she barely went that seat, you know. If it wasn't for Michaela Party, Penny would have never won that seat. She and Dominic Romaine would have never won those seats if it was not for Michaela. So Michaela, she have to pat herself on the back. She what she set out to do, she achieved, right? But she want to boast about standing in the gap for the people. Where was she with the 22 babies in the queue? Why she didn't stand in the gap for them and the divers in the pipe? I want to tell Penny, you ain't fooling nobody. Everybody seen right through all you. or you have no shame, a bunch of mocking pretenders.
Tommy is interested, eh? Patty says driving under the influence. That's criminal, Tommy. Huh? Boy, what a comparison. What a comparison.
Wow.
Yeah, boy. Caribbean so want to know who get blocked. PNM Red Fox get blocked, Caribbean so. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy, you hear all these things? All these things, Tommy. All these things. Yeah, Rogers. It's a minor misdemeanor. Yeah. Oh, you go compare that with all them other things. Or you go compare that with email gate, for example. Really and truly? Boy, I'm telling you something, huh? You think it's easy? Folks, start putting your closing comments in the chat and your closing quotes. And if you have any voice notes, send your closing voice notes. Yeah, send your closing voice note. Let me see if I have. Tommy boy.
We have one, but we have one that's 1 minute 20 seconds.
Go ahead, you can play. Go ahead.
Hi, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. A lot of people don't realize and understand, right? I bring this to their attention, listeners. The real reason behind all the ranting and raving, right, of Pennywick Beckles and the statements they're making about, like, if the government don't do nothing, the reason why they're doing that, right, is a reason. And the real reason behind all of them, whatever they have to in the contribution, right, as enemies of the state, is that the fear about what is coming up in the budget. You see, I said, I have to talk plenty now, because that budget going to silence them to a very great extent. So they have to talk plenty right now. You call it, grabbing at the last straw. See how we could have attacked the government from east, west, north, all the build up. It's like, you're fighting in a ring, and it's because, well, the last bout now. The last bout is a real serious bout. The fight to the finish. So that's why they behave in that way. That is simple understanding. All of them with different ones, they're all enemies of the state. Right?
Thank you.
That's it.
You have another one?
That's the last one.
Professor Wall Street, should the citizens of this country really believe that we have a biased DPP? Does the actions of the DPP show the general public the biasness? Why in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago we shall accept a biased DPP, a director of public prosecution? Why? Why DPP? Why? Why you have to be so biased?
Think it isn't easy. Take a listen to this one. Take a listen to this editorial by Ken Ali.
About manslaughter charges and the divers' deaths, Mr. DPP. Now that Director of Public Prosecutions Roger Gaspard is in a gear, to adopt a term of my young friends, there should be renewed focus on manslaughter charges with respect to the Paria divers' deaths. The Commission of Inquiry, headed by legal luminary Jerome Lynch KC, made that recommendation in a stunning report just over a year ago. The matter may well have become statute barred, but justice has not been served in what was one of the world's most horrendous diving tragedies. The Inquirer cost taxpayers $15.6 million. But there is no price on the nation's heartbreak, especially in light of the cold indifference by the authorities of the day. 15 health and safety charges were eventually brought against 2 top managers and the company, but that matter is languishing in the court, Trinidad and Tobago justice style. Lynch and fellow commissioners found sufficient grounds to determine that there was criminal negligence. Gaspard wrote to then police boss Erla Harewood Christopher asking for a criminal probe to determine whether charges of manslaughter by gross negligence should be initiated. That was the last we heard of the authorities' response to the horrifying 2022 deaths of Yusuf Henry, Rishi Nagasar, Kazim Ali Jr., and Faisal Kurban. Trinidad and Tobago will not easily forget that the divers were left to die, with no effort made to save their lives. The pain, anguish, and outrage remain raw and real. Mr. DPP, the nation is still waiting for justice. About
Yep, nation still waiting for justice.
Yep.
Yep. It's you know, I mean, when you think about these things, Mickey the Ghostwriter says the Dragon Gas deal is or will be signed by the end of the year. The Petroshin deal is very soon. The Pitch Lake deal soon. All systems go back to point leases. Yeah. Yep. Monty Steele says, Anna Munsami, you might as well mention what about Marvin Gonzalez, Brian Manning, who are also won by a rather close enough margin. Okay. Anthony Ford said Uranus. Nah, he mentioned Smith too. Yeah, he mentioned all of them. All of them. You see how much? How much? Think it's easy. Roger says, boy, I don't know what measuring stick PR, that's Patty Reed and them does use now. Them dotish bad. George Ramdeen said, Professor Walsh, sit down, Uncle Tommy, that is what you call political mischief. Monica Ramkisoon said, yes, the PNM only have dons around them, even your supporters. CJ said they're afraid of Anna Roberts and Philip Alexander. From the bowels of the Blavas, the PNM was conceived confusion, corruption, and money laundering, and narco-terrorists. That's the definition of the PNM. Caribbean Soul says the U.S. plane did come to pick up a Navy soldier that died at the U.S. Embassy. Yeah. Okay. I think I have one more video. Let's see if I could get this in before we go. Okay, I played that one. Nah, that one too long. Okay, I think. Let me try this one here. Hold on.
The Parliament Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Honorable Barry Shiva Patarath, MP member for Couva South. October 3rd, 2025. Media release. Official response from the Minister of Public Utilities. As the Minister of Public Utilities, I find it both astounding and disingenuous that the opposition People's National Movement, who held office for the past 9.5 years, is attempting to deflect responsibility for the very issues they allowed to fester during their tenure. The concerns they have raised are neither new nor a surprise. Inheriting the meteorological services after 9.5 years of neglect is like inheriting a car that has been sitting abandoned in the garage for years. You can't just turn the key and expect it to run smoothly without first checking the engine, replacing old parts, and performing essential maintenance. Jumpstarting a neglected system without addressing its underlying issues only risks further damage and failure. Since assuming office 5 months ago, this administration has been working tirelessly to identify and address the systemic issues that have been left unresolved for nearly a decade. We inherited a system desperately in need of repair. We have received reports on staff shortages, outdated equipment, and a lack of focus on critical maintenance. We have established a dedicated team led by Parliamentary Secretary Shavana Sam to tackle these challenges head-on. Contrary to what the opposition concocted, the permanent secretary has confirmed that there have been no disruptions in the essential services provided by the meteorological services. The projects the former minister highlighted were mere band-aids applied to deeper systemic failings that they chose to ignore. It is ironic that they now purport to have all the answers, yet they were deaf to the cries of public servants and citizens alike when it truly mattered. The former minister just wouldn't listen, just wouldn't hear, and just wouldn't do the job that was entrusted to him. It is time for the opposition to acknowledge their past failures and support efforts towards sustainable solutions that truly protect the public and secure the nation's meteorological capabilities.
That was a press release from the Minister of Public Utilities, Barry Padarat. So, Tommy, we have good news all wrong. We have the OFAC license, right? Due to the work of
Prime Minister.
Yeah. So PNM party says, so the day after election and all the water problem fixed. But PNM party, there's so much problems to be fixed, but it's getting done. That is the idea. It's getting done. Will you be welcome? Yeah, it's getting done. Mickey the Ghostwriter says, having said all that, with all the preponderance of evidence and existing facts of criminal activities, Mr. Gaspard has done nothing. Necessary steps must be implemented to get Roger Gaspard out of office. Nick said the DPP has to go. Yeah, that will be the next story. That will be the next story. So folks, we're going to take that quick break and we'll be right back to wrap up. Kurt report says the government needs to root out all heads that were installed by the Rowley-led PNM. Our institutions are corrupt. Correct is right. Most of those institutions are no longer independent. They're no longer independent. Willie P says we're going back to the movie again and TNT eat popcorn on the UNC and we'll buy used cars again. We stop riding bikes, go on our PNM. Mr. Intellectual say fraud of the week. $120 million for Dragon Gas. Yeah, we go do that fraud of the week. Correct is right. So folks, just to let you know, the next time you see me, I will be on vacation. So I'll be coming to you guys from a different location. All right, I'll let you guys know. So on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics, I'll be coming to you from a different location because I'll be on vacation until following Saturday. So from this Saturday here to next Saturday, I'll be on vacation. But don't worry, everything will be copacetic. Let's take that break. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington U on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us here on the village, do your WZYE Civic Duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509.
Yeah. Capitan boy, the tongue of Twitsy, North Carolina. You're going there, Capitan? Caribbean source Patricia Reed. I cannot see how much water Diego Martin been getting with flood. 9 years ago, they was begging for water. Oh, God. Capitan want to know if I go in Lavantil. No, Capitan, I ain't going Lavantil. Esmoot says, yes, water distribution went down from 17% to 73% after the election, cause of geographical discrimination by the PNM. Leon Charles, boy. President Goodnight all, should the DPP be charged for also misconduct in office? Many cases of corruption at open, example, the former President Marylis. Okay. Patty say Wall Street, save yourself. LOL. Oh God. Patty thanks you. Yeah. All right, folks. Here's my closing comment. Capitan said Wall Street, you need to visit Trinidad. Anna says Wall Street, safe travel and enjoy. Yeah. Okay. Here's my closing comment. Tommy.
Yes, go ahead. The new phone?
Yeah, the new phone, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna play this one then. I'm gonna go with this one. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
In life, give life.
Well, like I know to use this thing. All right, there we go.
Things to give up in life. Number one, give up excuses. Embrace your responsibility and face your fears. Number two, give up toxic habits because we become what we repeatedly do. And number three, give up fear of failure. Always remember, success is not final and failure is not fatal. 4 things to choose in life. Number 1, choose kindness. Number 2, choose love. Number 3, choose gratitude. And number 4, most importantly, choose yourself. One day, we all gonna become memories to this world. It is how we treat others make those memories good or bad. So let's become a good memory for someone in this world. Namo Buddhaya.
When I said this is it, the clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, what I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are. You are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
This is from Steve Jobs. Intuition is a very powerful thing, more powerful than intellect. Again, intuition is a very powerful thing, more powerful than intellect. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, if you're looking at the mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. Where you're warm, stay cool. Where you're cool or cold, get warm. Where you're too wet, get dry. See you all on Sunday, and let's talk politics. Till then, good night, and love you again.
Okay, folks, here are the closing comments. Esmoot says, good night all. Stay blessed and safe till we meet again. Mr. Intellectual says, simple way to know a poor debater, when they lose a point, they get personal. Yeah, when the debate is lost, slander becomes the tune of the loser. Uranus McFarlane says, good night, villagers. See you all on Sunday. Stay safe, alert, and be safe. Anthony Ford said, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, good night and be safe out there. Suzanne Lalchan says, good night, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street and WZYE family. I pray that God will keep you safe in his arms all time. See you Sunday and sweet dreams. Love you guys. Santa Cruz says, still Sunday, God willing. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay dry and hydrated. Tommy Muhammad, closing comments. Is this, I know Minister David Lee will win his case, but the sad part is taxpayers will have to pay him. And it should not be the DPP should pay that out of his pocket. Ms. Santa Cruz, closing comment. Get facts first, then you can distort them as you please. Mark Twain. Anthony Ford said, in order to know where you are going first, you must know where you came from. Good night, everyone. Till Sunday. Be safe out there. Okay, there you have it, folks. Cool Runners, closing comment. Never try to destroy someone's life with a lie when you could be destroyed by the truth. Thank you. Daryl Ali says, amen, Uncle Tommy. Okay. So, folks, we are out of here. We will see you on Sunday right here on WZYE 95.9 FM. And I want to go out with this one. Here we go. Good night, folks. See you.
All man strive to be happy. Relentless search for luxury. In search of peace and happiness, the human mind wouldn't rest. A constant nag within we soul, demanding respect from the world. We get the urge in different form, but luxury is the norm. Money is very essential, but can't buy peace of mind at all. We still like dogs without a bone if we have the money alone. Because appreciation plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because importance, if we are trying to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. The feeling has no barrier. Race and class doesn't matter. Once you are alive, you in the game. You do anything to get a good name. Some wealthy men turn to suicide. Can't find food to feed their pride. The aged and crippled in the ring fight to be like a king. Children become delinquents for lack of love from their parents. That's why appreciation is most important to man. Appreciation plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important, if we are trying to live, Everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously.